Hello, everyone. I'm truly excited today. I've got a very inspiring lady with me. She's making waves in the music industry for years now. She's an entrepreneur, an actress, a singer, a songwriter. And trust me, one of her songs called Nachle, it really uplifted me when I had a low phase in my life. So it's been truly, truly amazing to have her with me. So I have the one and only Manasi Scott with me. And I'm so glad to that you took out some time to do this candid chat with me. And we're going to share some insights on your journey with our viewers today. So welcome to the new episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So to begin with, I want to start with, how did you get into this career? It's a challenging career and it's not easy, and you've had a different background. You've done engineering, getting into a music career, and that also sustaining for nearly so many years that you've been in. How did that calling come to you?
I am a single child. I had the best parents in the world. And literally, when I topped software engineering in Pune and I was on my way to the States to pursue a postgrad in engineering, my father is the one who said, "Stop this engineering BS and start singing songs." So I had massive, massive support from my parents. And that's how it started. I think the first time I sang on stage was when I was 5 years old in Bhutan. That was my first competition. My dad was an armed forces general when he retired. So I had a lot of exposure, but it literally started with my parents recognizing that I had something to offer the music industry and the stage. And that's why, yeah, shifted from like a straight A position in academics into singing on stage.
Okay, you've also, and when anyone starts anything in life, and you have a lot of struggles, you have a lot of obstacles, it's not an easy run. So, what are the kind of obstacles that time when you faced, a little bit in your nostalgic moments, and how did you overcome them?
This is interesting that you asked me this question. I just watched a movie called Swiped, and I had a very strong background. But watching the struggles that women have in the industry, in any industry,
Right.
is I wouldn't say a struggle, but I think it's, if you don't have a great support system back home, it is very, very difficult for women to make it in the business of entertainment because they've got to earn the money, they've got to bring the bucks back home. There were no struggles. I always had people, but I wish, I wish I had spoken up earlier, and I wish I'd helped it become easier for struggles of other women. I think women suffer a lot in the industry, and that's another podcast altogether. But the struggle was not having a voice of our own, and not supporting other women as much as they should have.
Right. You were one of the first females, to start live shows in India, I would say. So did you think this would be like a burden or you're paving way for the others?
That's a very loaded question. I wasn't actually the first. Actually, I think the person who paved the way for us was Alicia Chenoy. I think she was the first female big, huge pop star. And I think if she hadn't done that for us, it would never have paved the way for her. And then there was Sunita Rao, and of course Usha Uthup. She's quintessential. I entered a space which was corporate, where I think I entered a space where men were dominating the corporate paid for arena, and I was the first person who came to that space. Um, I'm a trailblazer in the sense that I sang by the seat of my pants, and I uh, kind of, brought my best foot forward, looked the part. When you were told that, oh my God, if you look that good, you can't sing that well. I wouldn't consider myself like the pioneer of things. I think a lot of other women paved the way for me, but I think it was I pat myself on the back right now, thinking of the things I've done and what I've done for people following me. So, yeah, loaded question, big answer. Maybe another podcast for the whole answer.
Right. I'm sure, everyone has certain targets and goals, when they look back, like suppose, I'm seeing you 5 years or 10 years down the line, what are the certain targets and goals you've set for yourself that you still want to achieve?
I honestly never had them. I just love singing, and I've done 30 shows a month at small money. I've done Pikachu for Nick Jonas. I've done opening of the IPL. I've done the World Military Games. There were never targets, but I always, when I thought there was an audience that I wanted to perform in front of, by God's grace, it's come in front of me. Um, there were never any targets set, but I do know I wanted to be heard. That's why I moved from just corporate singing and doing cover songs into releasing Nachle, which was a breakthrough album. Uh, After like, whatever, 15, 20 years, this last song I released with Anish Gera, who's ex Ministry of Sound, a song called Bloom. I
Okay.
think not targets, but I think I've kind of created music and songs and videos that I am proud to be remembered for, and that my son will be proud of remembering me for. So no targets, but I think I've come into a zone where I'm creating things that I want to leave behind as legacy, and
Right.
I've kind of achieved that.
Right. Music is something, it's always evolving. It's always reinventing itself. How do you stay relevant in today's time, in terms of evolving the kind of music you do?
I've never really thought of relevance. I've always thought of being able to sing and making a crowd feel happy watching me. I think relevance is a term that's come in because social media has come in and
Yeah.
changed. Having 10 million followers on a social media
Yeah.
does not translate into you being fantastic on stage.
Right.
Um, I think I am relevant if I've been here for 25 years. But I think at the end of the day, you just got to keep on doing what you're doing for as long as you can keep on doing it. And being relevant is always going to be the purview or the decision of the crowd that's watching you or the social media clientele that's watching you. So I don't think relevance is a space that artists should think about. I think they should just keep on doing what they're doing, keep singing, keep making music, keep moving forward, keep doing it because music really does change the world step by step.
I also personally believe, music is also used as a therapy. If you're really stressed in life, you have lows in life and things like that. So, according to you, how do you think that, the music industry or the kind of music, really helps the person if they're having the really lows of their life?
I love the fact that we go to songs and lyrics and music and a certain kind of space. Makes us feel safe sometimes. It makes us cry sometimes. It makes us release emotion sometimes. Um, but I think besides the music industry that you, so I study this. I study frequencies. I study healing through sound. And I know we go back to lyrics and we go back to songs that we like. We cry. We express emotions. But as a healing, I don't think the music industry really has even tapped into the ancient Eastern texts that we have. Here's the thing, I hope people enjoy music. I hope you listen to lyrics. I hope you can release emotion. But when you come to sound and when you come to understanding healing,
Right.
there's so much more beyond just a song or an instrument or what you're hearing. There's frequency. Your body reacts to a. For example, I play the shank. There's so much more. This is a very long conversation. So my brain has gone crazy. Coming back to you asking about healing in music, I really hope it heals people. It is therapeutic, but I think if you want to get into healing vis-a-vis sound, there's a lot more to study than just a song that plays on your uh, whatever record player or
Yeah.
cassette player or whatever you guys are listening to music on right now.
Right. I want to know also, you've turned into an entrepreneur as well. If you could share some light on Mana by Manasi, what would that be? Would you like to share something with the audience?
It actually follows up the question you asked me previously about healing. My father was a war surgeon, a decorated war surgeon, pediatric surgeon. My mom still got a hospital in Pune. I'm a product of two true blue allopathic super specialists. And my dad, when he died in 2018, died like the man wintered over in Antarctica and climbed Mount Carmel, but nothing in modern day medicine could save him or help him or alleviate his pain. So I went back into studying the ancient texts, frequency healing, and I'm a mountain girl. I was raised in Bhutan and Pithoragarh, and Mana and Manasi started with just some sort of an external way that I could help people heal. Like I'm in menopause and I have alopecia, and this hair of mine is just my sea buckthorn product. So I worked with mountain uh, raw shrubs that actually reverse heal, help age, are external and not ingestive. And I just wanted people to redevelop a relationship with their skin. The human body is a 100% regenerative system. I just wanted to kind of bring something into the market to help people go back to healing themselves naturally. That's where it started.
Okay. There are a lot of people, especially the Gen Zs of today, a lot of young. So this is basically our younger generation, probably not us as millennials, probably after the 2000s, people who are, if, someone wants to get into the music industry, there's a lot of talent in our country, but they don't get the right platform. So, what is the kind of message would you like to give them? What kind of attributes one must have in terms of getting into this profession?
We're a very, very loaded country. We have so many formats of singing music. For take Carnatic, take. Um, I think my understanding of the last few years is that the people that are already established in the industry need to help more people in the industry. Um, I would tell people to right now in this world, besides the fact that you sing, besides the fact that you know an instrument, I would actually tell people to get into production of contact me if you want to connect with people. But I think the people that have already made it in the music industry owe a lot to the newcomers, and I really hope that they can help people. Um, Obviously you have to be great at your craft. You've got to be great when you want to be on stage. We also have like an entire split segment where playback is playback and performing on stage is different. um, I would tell people to try and connect with people like you and me that could get them introductions to music directors who will help them with playback, companies that could help them. At the end of the day, they have to be really good with
Yeah,
what they're doing. And um, I think if they really want to do it, they have to just keep on keeping on. It's a very, very tough industry. It's become tougher now with social media.
yeah,
So I think I'd like to tell them that if you really believe in yourself and you really want to do it, then I'm here, you're here, and any amount of people that I can help you with, connect.
yeah,
But you need to be really, really, really good with what you're doing. And rejection is hard,
yeah.
but if you can fight that, still get back, still be better, do better, I think you'll make it. But it is an industry where more people pull you down than put you up, and you've got to figure out whether you want to fight that system and continue doing that.
You've also been an actor. How did that come about? It's a different genre altogether, a different trade altogether. Were you always wanting to, in the end, wanting to be an actress, or, this just came to you naturally?
I think now, this is an interesting thing that you've asked me right now, because playback singing in India, where another actor is performing your song and someone else has made your song, doesn't make you understand what a performer on stage has to be like. Acting is a very intrinsic part of who you are as a performer on stage. So all through school and college, I've done acting, I've done amateur theater, and all of the things that I've done brings me to how I perform on stage, and acting is a very crucial part of it. So whenever I want to do much more acting, so whenever movies fell into my lap, I do them, and I would love to do many, many more. But I've also been a single mom, and I've kind of stepped away from that. But I really want to do more work. I love acting. It's like even when you're on stage, when you're wearing an outfit and you're performing and you're creating something special for that audience, you're acting. In a way, it's acting.
Yeah.
So it's a very intrinsic part of me. And whenever I'm on stage, it's all part singing, part acting, part performing, part dancing, part everything. So it's always been a part of me.
Okay. So now that comes to a fun segment. This is the rapid fire round, just to know you more personally and quick answers from your side. And trust me, if I really
Right.
like it, I'm going to send you a hamper from Calcutta to Bombay. So, so if you're ready, I'm ready to start.
Right.
Okay. Luxury to you is,
Being happy in myself.
okay. Your go-to motto,
Love strong, dance hard, live large.
okay. A collaboration that you are dreaming about,
The Midnight that are coming to Lollapalooza in January. I want to sing with them, collaborate with them.
okay. Your favorite cuisine, and according to you, what you cook really well.
I cook everything very well. My favorite cuisine would be Thai, but I love Rajma Chawal. That's like my go-to food.
Okay. Performing with an intimate crowd or a massive stadium?
With kids these days, it's changed. I've done the massive stadiums and the intimate crowds, and I just want the young ones. I want to sing for them and tell them how they can kind of get into the industry.
Fashion to you is,
Compassion. That's the biggest fashion statement you can ever have.
right. One book which you're currently enjoying reading.
John Grisham, Camino Island. I
Okay,
don't do nonfiction. I love fiction.
got it. What is that one adventure you've always dreamt to do, but you've never had the courage to do it?
A climb Machu Picchu.
Okay. One Bollywood actor, it could be Hollywood or Bollywood, who
Ranbir Kapoor.
let me
Straight up.
complete.
Yeah, finish. Like Ranbir Kapoor, straight up. What was the question? Let's finish it.
I was
Let's
just
see
gonna
if the
ask that.
answer changes.
Yes, I was just gonna ask you that which Bollywood or Hollywood actor you'd like to, co-star with. So you've just said Ranbir
Ranbir
Kapoor.
Kapoor.
Okay, fine. There are a lot of songs which you've sung, which actually really resonate with people. Today, I'm gonna be a little greedy. I'm gonna ask you probably one line or two lines of your favorite song which you'd like to, sing for the audience watching us.
No, you asked me for naturally already, so I'll do that for you as well. And then we'll do something else. So, naturally, dil jhoom ke, naturally, har gam bhool ke. And that's also one of my mottos in life. But the one that I would want to sing for the audience, like you asked, is have somebody tell you the word is everything. Before you speak it out into the world, just think. We are people of the light. We are people of the fight. All you need is a little love, a little light inside. That's Bloom with Anish Kera. Please go check it out. It's a great video and a great song.
Okay, that's really nice. So inspiring just to hear you sing. And, as I said earlier in the beginning of the podcast, your music has really, got me out of some of the stresses in my life. And it's really helped me a lot. So it was so inspiring chatting with you today.
Thank you.
And,
Means the world to me.
I'm wishing you all the very best in everything you do. You're a complete rock star. And I'm so glad we could do this candid chat. Um,
Thank you.
and yeah, so thank you once again and hope to see you in Bombay. I'm from Bombay, so hope to see you sometime whenever I'm in the Bay.
Anytime. Connect and please come for shows. Thank you so much for having me on your show.